The gentleman from Alabama is recognized for 3 minutes.
I thank the gentlelady. We're here on the floor discussing this bill for one reason and for one reason only, and that's that the Senate has not done their job. 10 months ago, Mr. Speaker, or Madam Speaker, this House passed a bipartisan long-term reauthorization of the National Flood Insurance Program. Our bill passed unanimously out of committee and then passed the House overwhelmingly with over 400 votes, Democrats and Republicans joining together. Our bill not only included a 5-year reauthorization of the program, a long-term reauthorization, which is what's needed, but included many needed reforms that reduce the burden on taxpayers, increase private market participation, and help bring certainty to the housing market. We did our job, Madam Speaker, but the Senate's failed to do their job. 17 temporary extensions. Perhaps none of us should be surprised. After all, it's been 3 years since the Senate even bothered to pass a budget. Not to mention, at a time when millions of Americans are out of work, the Senate has failed to vote on 27 job-creating bills we passed out of the House overwhelmingly. Now, Majority Leader Harry Reid has failed to find time to schedule floor time, even though the Senate, under the leadership of Chairman Johnson and Ranking Member Shelby, unanimously passed a bill almost identical to the bill we passed 10 months ago. But because of a dysfunctional Senate that's not working, we're once again faced with the risk of having the flood insurance shut down, as the gentleman from Georgia said, right before hurricane season starts. I can't think of a worse time. A shutdown of flood insurance, even a temporary one, would do tremendous damage to our struggling economy and our nation's fragile housing market. Specifically, what does it mean? I'd like to introduce, without objection, a letter from the National Realtors. It is already delaying close to 1,300 house closings every day. If it expires, it will stop all development dead in its track in 21,000 communities across America. Let me close by saying I want to commend our colleague, Mrs. Biggert. Congresswoman Biggert has done an exceptional job on this important issue. I'd like to commend Congresswoman and Ranking Member Maxine Waters. They've worked over the last year for a long-term reauthorization. We've come together and done our job. I would like to commend the Senate, but unfortunately the Senate is not working. It's time for the Senate to pass a 5-year bill, and it's time for them to pass it immediately. That's why, although we have passed a 5-year reauthorization, we're here, but we're only passing a 1-month extension, because the best they can do is another extension, number 17, which would put it into December, when we all know that's a lame duck Congress, and we're going to be confronted with tremendous other issues at that time.
The gentleman's time has expired.
To the Senate, I say, let's get going. Thank you.
Thank you.